Now my question to you is, how long does it take before a mod comes out that gives him a blue suit with a yellow shirt?
鈴森って18年前に撃ち殺されたやつか。
ああ、そうだ。
おう。でも誰が鈴森をやったんだろうな。
目の前にいるだろ
う。冗談言うな。
なんだと？
じゃあお前、こいつを、鈴森をなぜ殺したんだ？
荒川組を絶縁されて、むしゃくしゃして、その勢いで。
むしゃくしゃして人を撃ち殺した？そんなイカれたやつがやった相手の墓参りして掃除まですんのか？ましてや出所してすぐに？笑わせんな。
別にいいだろ。
You're taking so hard, man.
18年前、鈴森は誰かに撃たれて死んだ。だがお前じゃない。なのにお前が組のためにやってもねえのに自首した。そんなことは所轄の刑事部長から裁判官まで全員分かってたんだ。春日、お前は無所の務めも終えたんだ。
And yet,
なぜ今でも嘘をつく？
everybody knew how it worked, and yet it still worked the way it did because that's the way it's done.
俺だ。俺がやったんだ。
呆れたやつだ。
つうかあんたよ。いい加減しつこいぜ。そろそろ本題に入ってくんねえか。
本題？
定年前のデカで免許センターのおっさんが元極道の出所後の保護観察のボランティアするわけねえだろ。あんた。
The dialogue is like cutting itself off in a weird way.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
I mean, there's just so damn much of it in the game. I imagine every once in a while something like that might happen.
And it seems like the cutscenes are just stuttering a bit. I don't know if that's just me.
No, that's just you.
Oh.
Hey guys. Oh, that's a good way to get in a fight with like 40 people all at once. Would you? You were probably like a 10-year-old at the time.
Yeah.
Please don't push the protagonist. Alright.
Alright.
Let's go ahead and get this done and over with. First you. Oh wow, I actually didn't expect that to be quite so one and done. There we go. So, here's another part to combat that didn't quite happen this time. But if you manage to knock a character back and their character model touches another character model, it does a little bit of extra damage where you push them into each other.
Cool.
You were just like a couple inches off of that.
よせ、春日。わかった、すまん。そうなんだ。こいつちょっと頭がおかしいんだ。
I mean, take a look at his hair. He's clearly fucking crazy.
わかった。すぐに帰る。行ってくれ。
This is just my wacky Reed's card, Uncle.
あれは絶対におやつさんのはずだ。おやつさん、荒川のおやつさん、一番です。今日出てきました。一番です。勝が一番です。
Nah, he just didn't hear him.
That hat's on pretty tight.
18年も留守にしてたんだ。
You're gonna have to speak up, sir. I am wearing a hat.
無理はねえだろ。
忘れてるわけねえだろ。おやっさんは俺のこと気遣って手紙もくれたんだ。
Yeah, there's clearly something going on here.
おやっさんもちょっと年取って耳も遠くなって目も悪くなっちまって。
しっかり声も届いてたし、目も合ってた気がするけどな。
違う。
認めたくない気持ちもわかる。
No, his shoulder itched. That's why he looked over.
Maybe he didn't recognize him with the ridiculous hair.
He looks at him and he's like, hmm. And then he looks at the suit and he's like, hmm? And then he looks at the hair and he's like, nah.
嘘だ。そんなはず。そうだ。
どうした？
おやっさんは何しにここに？
墓参りだろうな。
そうさ。鈴森の墓参りに来たんだ。
Essentially, Ichiban has been left on red for 19 years.
よし、墓の前でおやっさんと直接会って話を。
おい、あれを見ろ。
Oh no, that's a big grave.
見たか。奴は鈴森の墓参りに来たんじゃない。
You don't get a grave like that unless you've burnt down a skyscraper.
That's right.
Yeah, that guy. There you go.
なんで親さんがそいつの墓参りを、しかもあんなにたくさんの兵隊を連れて。
そりゃ、
Listen, a whole lot of shit went down in the last couple of years, okay? The same skyscraper blew up like
changed
4 times. There was this dude who ran around with a white suit, not totally unlike yours. And there was another dude who ran around with him with a baseball bat, sounded a lot like the Joker. Shit got crazy. There were car bombs, like...
A lot happened.
Like a helicopter showed up and fired into the top floor of that skyscraper. At one point, there were bombs around the city.
奴は今、8代目近江連合の実質的なナンバー2。若頭代行だ。
親さんが近江連合の頭代行？何言ってんだよ。嘘だ。
There have been changes.
信じられねえのも無理やね。
It's been a long time.
三次団体ではあるものの、荒川は東上会の下で数十年も組長を務めてきたベテランだからな。だが潮目が変わったのは2年前だ。新しく就任した東京都知事が町の浄化運動を始めて、次々に東上会の資金源をピンポイントで潰す。
Hey, I know that guy.
名付けて、
That's that guy that we had that really petty interaction with like a decade ago.
Yeah.
稼がせない、居住させないで産経だ。で、警視庁の的確すぎるガサ入れで、
what's the over-under on this guy actually recognizing us after all this time?
Probably like nothing. With that haircut, no chance.
You don't want to believe that at the end, like all of this was some petty revenge for that one night.
つまり、荒川真澄は東上会って組織そのものを殺に撃った。
なバカな。
まだ話は終わってねえぞ。その後東上会がほとんど壊滅って時に、
What if I told you that rubber bullets were involved at some point?
たちが次々とカムロ町に入り込んだ。しかし警視庁はそれを見て見ぬふりをする。なぜか。理由は荒川からの袖の下があったからだったと考える。
袖の下？
It's okay. The dog is a good dog.
荒川は警視庁の幹部らに裏金を渡して、近江の東京進出を目こぼしさせたんだ。近江の連中は
He's an asshole.
There's a lot of that going around.
だからその見返りに荒川真澄に若頭代行という席を用意して迎えた。要するに荒川は東上会から見りゃ紛れもねえ裏切り者よ。今も恨みを買って東上会の残党に狙われて。
Yeah, I fucking bet.
So the Tojo clan is just gone.
いずれ知ることだ。 気を落とすな。
And what is there is so, like,
大丈夫。
frazzled that they basically aren't even the same
やっぱお
anymore.
かしい。
なんだと？
親さんが近江に寝返る。登場会が壊滅。
Bullshit.
つけならもっとマシな
This
嘘
would
だ
never
ね。
happen in Dragon
まだ
Quest.
俺の話を信じないってのか。
あんたの話はどう考えたっておかしいんだよ。あの人は義理人情が服着て歩いてるような人なんだい。
Imagine the fucking surprise that Ichiban is in for when he gets out and he plays the latest Dragon Quest in 2019.
あれは親
Yeah.
俺も18年ぶりだったから見間違えたんだ。よくよく考えりゃさっきのやつは親さんよりセンスが悪い。
Oh, the denial sets in.
His overcoat wasn't even leather. He wasn't even
それも
smoking.
きっと聞き間違いだ。ていうかこの車どこ向かってんだ。カムロちゃんこっ
He
ち
was
じゃねえ
wearing a
だろ。
prosthetic scar. To fool you.
横浜だよ。
To fool me.
あ？俺はカムロ町に帰るんだよ。
最初に言ったろ。お前に帰る場所はねえんだよ。今は俺と横浜に一緒に来い。俺はお前に用があると言ったろ。
なんだよ、用って。
捜査だ。この先は俺の捜査に協力してもらう。
ざけんじゃねえ。なんで俺があんたの捜査に付き合わなきゃなんねえんだ。
嫌と言ってもお前は俺に従うしかないんだよ。あと少し行けば神奈川県、つまり俺の管轄だ。いいからおとなしくついてこい。
うるせえ。今すぐ車止めやがれ。さもねえと。
おい春日。
Stop or I'll do a
お
heat
前が
move in the
協
back
力しないっ
seat.
てんならいくらでも理由つけてしょっぴくことだって
Turn
で
this
き
shit
るんだ
around.
ぜ。は
はあ、脅しってか。てめえ、やっと正体現しやがったな。
正体？
そうよ。手の込んだ絵描いて俺を騙して横浜に引っ張り込んで横浜の輩と手組ませて一仕事させよって魂胆だろ。家見えなんだ。てめえ横浜のどこのもんだ。
たくつける薬がねえ
That
な。
doesn't mean shit.
さっき手帳も見せたろ。
I remember Andre Richardson.
はっ、こんな孤独がなんだ。
I thought he was gonna open the door and jump out.
バカ、何すんだ。おい、どこ行く気だ。
あ、カムロ町に決まってんだろ。
お前、俺の話ちゃんと聞いてたよな。
もういいって。わかったわかった。芝居はそこまでにしてくれ。しかし出所早々横浜の筋もんに拉致られそうになったなんてよ。傑作な話だぜ。
は、お前な。
Absolute dumbass.
カムロ町でおやっさんが方面祝いの準備して待ってんだ。あんたのおかげでおやっさんにいい土産話ができたぜ。あばよ。
カムロ町にお前の居場所なんてねえんだぞ。やれやれ、やっぱりこういう展開になっちまったか。まあいい。
Yeah, I mean, up to a certain point, you got to imagine that, like, a dude who's held on that hard for that long and was that loyal probably wouldn't join you immediately.
Maybe a little unreasonable.
The fuck is this?
What the hell is that?
All of these people are robots.
あれ、タバコなのか。
No.
He'll
No.
get future shock and go on an uncontrollable rampage.
I reject this reality. The fucking lights are off on the sign and everything. Everything seems like it sucks.
All the life is gone from the world.
Boy, howdy. So, I like that both of our guys so far are like relics of the past, also.
Yeah.
Like, right off the bat, you've got Ichiban, who's been away for years and years and years. And then you've got your other buddy, who's, like, just a dude working a daytime job at the DMV for a long time. Like, neither one of them are equipped to deal with what's going on. Neither
This
one
modern
of them,
go-go world.
no one is equipped to deal with Jungle Boy. You know what? This is getting too much for me. I need a boss coffee. Okay. Now we've got Boss Rainbow Mountain. Or you've got Suntory Black Oolong Tea. Both are pretty good. And a green
But no
Dakara.
boss coffee.
Boss Rainbow Mountain is coffee.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Get that then.
Have you ever had Boss Coffee?
I have never had a cup of coffee that I liked.
That's a shame.
And I've also never had boss coffee.
Boss Coffee's pretty good.
Yo, that tuna and egg sandwich is still good 18 years later.
Well, of course, we got it in, we can't have any of that right now. We're full on MP. Tuna and I would love for like all of this stuff to be rotten by the time you get it. Like it gives you a debuff if you try to eat it after holding it through that segment.
Yep. And that's the only time it ever happens.
That would be fantastic. That would be a very Metal Gear Solid thing to do. Fucking advance the clock forward a week and kill one of the bosses as he waits from old age. Oh man, Snake Eater is something special. Get out of my way. Hyper Win game? Hell yes.
Yeah, boy.
I love Hyper Win game. It was also a working subtitle for Like a Dragon. Oh shit.
Oh no.
ちょっとあんた何してんだい
おっちゃん、ここに入ってた事務所はどうした？
事務所ここ前はガールズバーだったよ
じゃあその前だよ。事務所入ってただろう。
いや中古パソコン屋だったねその前はメイド喫
It's been
茶
a
で
long time,
その前
man.
はフィリピンパブだったかな
18年前、ここは組の事務所だったろ？
組の事務所
Do you honestly expect me to know 18 years ago?
ここに入ってたはずなんだよ。荒川組って看板がここにあっただろ。
そんな昔のことはわからんけど
Straight up.
荒川組って昔はこんな
I'm not even 18 years old. I just look like this because I smoke a lot.
荒川組を知ってんのか？
そりゃカムロ町で知らないもんはいないだろうでかい組だし何かと有名だからね
ほう、そんなにでかくて有名なのか？で、今その荒川組はどこにあるんだい？探してんだよ。
I don't know. Why don't you try the Millennium Tower?
どこだろうな
It's usually a safe bet.
でも
There's
今
at
時
least a 50-50 chance that you're gonna run into somebody important up there.
荒川くらい有名ならなおさらだろうから
そっか。わかった。ありがとうよ。
大丈夫なのかい
なあ。新しい事務所の場所はタバコ屋のばあさんに聞くよ。
Dude, she's probably dead.
絶対知ってるから。
Yeah, probably.
そうかい
It's like he's oblivious or actively in denial of the notion that time has passed.
I mean, so am I, but yeah. I understand. He says, trying not to think about his BRB screen. That lady's probably dead. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm really worried about what we're gonna find here. How many of the people are gonna be dead? like all of the places that we go to.
Oh, look, it's not even there anymore.
Oh, she looks
Oh,
great.
it is. It's just...
えああ
She looks real
前
good
の
for her
店長
old
の
age.
ことかいあの人はとっくに田舎に帰ったよ今頃は老人ホームでのんびりしてんじゃないのそっか
あのさ、荒川組の事務所って今、
assisted living
お
Dracula.
客さんだ
荒川組の場所だけ。
ああ
Gotta get back for that early bird
い
special.
つものくれやはいよじゃあ500円つけとけや
しばらく見ねえうちに行儀の悪い連中が増えたもんだ。まったく情けね
なんやと
え。あの
I
な、
could go for some yakitori.
誰からそんな教育受けたんだ？あ？
Dude, I'm
Man,
so fucking hungry.
組員が
Listen.
登場会のバッジつけて
it's
街
been
歩くときゃ
years since my last bowl of udon.
なんやこ
I miss udon so much.
俺、荒川
I
組の
wish that I could eat udon without dying.
れ新入りかいなわしも荒川組や
Can't happen.
ざけんな。荒川組が多い。
Also, there's something really, like, funny but also true to life to me about the fact that this cigarette shop has not changed.
してたろ。
Yeah.
Same location, same, like, general deal. It's just a different guy
で
working
も
there.
大事な行事に行くんは大概組長と幹部あとは専属のお付きの連中だけなんやよう覚えとけ新入り
I'm no rookie.
組
I'm
長
a 10-year vet.
誰だ？
はあ何言うとんねん
誰なんだ？
近江連合若頭代行荒川真澄に決まっとるやろが
Can you guess the one thing you probably shouldn't have said?
組長の名前ど忘れかいなしっかりせえ新入り
その新入りってのはやめてもらいてえな。俺は近江の世話になった覚えは
So they toyed around with the idea in previous games a
俺
lot
さ
of
っき荒
like
川組言うだろうが
Kiryu represents the old style Yakuza, and all of the punk ass kids represent like the way it is now.
登場会
And I like the fact that you now get
見事に聞こえるか？
the old style Yakuza, who was also a punk ass kid at the time.
本部から害虫は見つけ次第
Like he
殺しても
hasn't
構わへん
changed,
と言われとっ
but
てな
despite the fact that he hasn't changed, his idealism is what makes him the old style.
さっさと駆除したろ登場会の虫けらが
He's literally Jake Steele.
I told you, he'll get future shock and go on an uncontrollable rampage.
Yabba dabba! Get up so I can hit you again. Yeah, like that. That's fine. I don't know if you can tell just by the sound effects. I fucking love the sound effects for these menus. It's just so like tingy and sharp and to the point. It's very
It's
arcade.
great.
And for you to hear them as often as you do, they need to be as good as they are.
They need to be pitch perfect.
It's probably my favorite sounding of these games that there's been so far.
Man, all this effort for one guy, Tojo or not.
Right. Well, I mean, at this point in 2019, I imagine like a section. The Yakuza in this world have to be so aware of the danger of one guy dressed like an asshole.
You're not wrong.
Hmm?
A familiar face.
Oh, hey, it's you. You're not drunk. That's wonderful.
That's what I said.
You look terrible. You reek of smoke. Great. Good for you. Good
for you.
Moonshine Michio. I stopped drinking all that moonshine after I got fucking high off my ass at that lake and then cut out my own eye.
Moonshine Ichio. That's like an enemy in World of Horror.
You're right.
That's my pitch that I'm gonna go for.
Look, most of the moonshine was actually just cut with magic lake water. I had to stop because the hallucinations were real intense.
There were these crazy Viking dudes later. It was weird.
They just fucking left their guitars in the middle of nowhere on a farm with no locks on the doors. It was nuts. Did you know that 70% of your body is actually made up of crazy lake water? Oh! Yeah, that makes sense, huh? It's a good thing that none of the Yakuza treat their bodies like temples, otherwise you probably wouldn't be able to kick their asses so well.
Yeah. But then Kiryu eats like mostly junk food.
It depends. If you play Kiryu like I play Kiryu, he never eats anything and just drinks energy drinks all day. Much like a certain character in Metal Gear, he breathes through his skin and acquires nutrients via photosynthesis.
That's right.
You will be ashamed of your words and deeds when you find out what Kiryu's all about. Children's Park? Yeah, okay. I remember I got drunk and robbed in one of those 19 years ago.
Oh, you're one of these people.
Don't worry, I'll come back. You'll be a vendor, and I'm sure I'll be able to... Yeah. Don't worry. We'll be there. Look, I'm clearly very fit.
And clearly very busy. Too busy for health food scams.
Too busy. Wow, Michio seems like she's doing great. Sure is sad that she's not the same person. It'd make me feel better if she was still driving her life down the drain. Oh, hell yeah.
At least it would make it feel like you haven't been gone for as long.
This is what I'm here for. The boy bands.
It's a big thing.
It's a lot of boy band. There's even more boy band. I want to say...
Perhaps an unreasonable amount.
Hey. No. Fuck you. I'm busy, alright? I want to say in previous games that this has been, like, all hostess. Shut up.
No, it's always been boy bands.
Has it?
Pretty sure.
Okay. I'll take it. Where are you going?
Because for me, it was always like, oh, it's that spot with all of the billboards with boy bands on them.
Now, I don't know if you're like this, but in person, whenever somebody is behind me in traffic, and like the light has just turned, and they start like laying on their horn, a lot of the time, I will just stop in the street and wait like a full cycle, because I don't have time to deal with that. Now you may say to me, that sounds like the most obnoxious thing I've ever heard. And you'd be correct. But it's a moral victory.
Nobody responded.
Damn.
It's always a moral victory to antagonize someone who's being an obnoxious piece of shit, I'd say.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole MO for this game. Like, that's the series in a nutshell.
And that's how you develop your personality skills and become the best that you can be.
That's right.
The best Ichiban you can possibly be.
Ichiban would be a better Ichiban if he could, say, pick up a moped and hit somebody with it.
But only Kiryu can do that.
Maybe so, huh?
I love the idea that, like, even in universe, Kiryu is, like, beastly strong, and he's the only person who can do that kind of shit.
Kiryu has survived some serious bullshit. Like, the thing that always gets to me is, like, once a game, you show up in the Millennium Tower lobby, and you have to fight, no joke, like 80 people.
I
And
know!
You win.
And Kiryu gets shot like 2 or 3 times in a cutscene, and he's fine the next day.
Kiryu got stabbed, like, over there, and he was fine.
Yeah, I remember. But, like, ludicrous plot armor and shit aside, I'm talking, like, ridiculous raw gorilla strength. Of just being able to pick up stupidly heavy objects and huck them at people.
Yeah. Kiryu's nuts.
He's nuts, and he's the only person who can do that. It's not like a protagonist thing, it's a Kiryu thing.
Well, of course. You don't get to be the chairman of the Tojo clan without being able to pick up a fucking moped and hit somebody with it. That's why he's the only Tojo clan. And no, I don't count Daigo. Daigo is a liar and a thief. And a child beside... Oh! That was meaty.
Oh.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you? I gotta talk to this guy. Wait, you know me?
Yeah, he was the guy from the prologue.
Oh, he's fucking
He's the porn guy.
Fieri. Or no, he's just wearing...
No.
I saw his shirt and I was like, of course he would wear that. No, it's the porn dude, okay. Only one person would ever wear that kind of a suit. Except for that other guy who wore that kind of a suit.
That kind of a suit, but the colors were backwards.
And that other guy who wore that other suit that was even fucking crazier.
Yeah, I got to see the detail on the fabric for a second there.
It's really good, right?
Yeah.
I really want to run into somebody in one of these games that's like, they're about to get into a fight, and they look at the dude and he's like, that guy's suit is a primary color. We need to leave. What about you? I might as well, yeah, do this then. You got a little bit of a crit there. Ooh. Like a full bench. That dude, like, not only did his head hit the back of it, but he planted directly into it like he's doing a dragon flag.
Yeah.
God, even turn-based, like the combat in these games are so satisfying.
そのカメラまだローンが残ってる。
近江連合と東上会残党の捨て
I'm
頃
kind
現
of
場
amazed that you didn't run away.
いいぞいいぞこの写真は高く売れるぜサンキュー一番おい
Somehow you look like even more of a piece of shit than before.
Right?
てめえなんてことしてくれるんだ
Now that's a Dragon Quest enemy.
よせよ悪いのはパイセンだってほらさっさと行け
I love that it doesn't say anything.
さっきまで 脅されてた人間だと思えねえな。
覚えてろよ、カムロップ。
カムロップ？
Oh, that's the
カムロ
best.
町のイメージアップっつって2年前に出てきたゆるキャラだ。
That's its name. That's the best.
Camera.
無所帰りで話すと拉致が開かねえ。
Man, Camarocho has such a history of like the last 20 to 30 years. We really need to clean this shit up.
荒川のおやっさんに
It's like 35 years at this point, 35 to 40 years of just bullshit.
Of like
実は雑誌の
the
記者が
most expensive, most important building in the entire area keeps exploding. All these people keep dying. Multiple gang wars. And let's not even talk about the fucking Camarocho Hills project. And how long and how expensive that was to produce. Only for the whole thing to like go up and smoke multiple times.
荒川の息子がいただろ。
いたよ。若のことだろ。俺はお付きやらせてもらってた。
Majima Construction tried to like build us some shit, but it turned out that that was just a Ponzi scheme, and the real thing was that that was always just like a constant influx of gang war going on in the same fucking construction site.
どうして？
And it was
Yeah.
always the same guys.
It was always the same guys.
People getting stabbed in the street, car bombs going off.
荒川はその子を可愛がってたんだろ。
可愛がってたなんてもんじゃねえ。おやさんは若のためだったらなんだって。
多分荒川が変わっちまった原因はそれだろ。
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
先立たれるほど
Yo, you can't see it on the VOD, but we just got, what is it? Is that 3 or is that 4?
That's
bots?
3.
Okay.
That's 3.
それは辛かった
That's the
なんて
rule
も
of
んじゃねえ
3.
だろうけど。でもだからって登場会を裏切るなんて。
あのな一番。
You know, Ichiban, you too can become famous by followers, primes, and viewers on
子供の存在ってのは
bigfollows.com.
親にとって全てだ。生きがいなんだ。でもそれを失ったからといっても生きていかなきゃなんねえ。それが人生って
You
もんだ
still
ろ。
gotta get up every morning and buy more followers, you know?
また新しい生きがいを見つけなきゃ生きていけねえ。
If you lose your followers, you gotta buy new ones, or what's the point, right?
That's right.
荒川は極道だ。それもきついのな。
That was real poggers of you.
奴が選んだ新しい生きがいは
When you punched that
なり
guy.
ふり構わず修羅の道を突き進むことだったんじゃねえのか。
そんな。
ところでお前、さっきのチンピラが言ってたけど、近江の連中と一悶着起こしたのか？じゃあもうカムロ町をうろつくのはやめとけ。それともまだ何か用でもあんのか？
So here's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
Part of the reason that this game is fucking 60 gigabytes is because it's not just Camarocho anymore.
どこ行きゃいい？
Yeah.
It is a substantially larger game with multiple zones.
いや、知らねえけど。とにかく、お前はもう近江の連中に目つけられてるんだ。
At least somebody will be looking for me.
家とか戻ったりすんなよ。
家？
お前が生まれた家だよ。ソープの。
桃源郷。
おい、まさか桃源郷に行くのか？
The entire thing is a haven for boy bands.
お前、
They don't want to see you
下手したら
anymore.
殺されるぞ。
They'll kill you if you show up.
いっそ殺してくれ。
Oh no. Our best guy is sad. There is no fantastic romance.
There truly is nothing for him.
You know what'll get us back in the mood? Maybe another street fight.
Maybe some boss coffee.
Hey guys, hurt me a little bit. Hurt me more, Snake, so I can afford to drink coffee. yeah, we do need to heal up. We've been taking some damage for a while. Take it, newbie. Ooh, and we got to level up.
That's the good shit. Charismatic persuasion.
I want to point out, what is our job, Arakawa loyalist?
Yes.
That's fucking great.
There's a job system.
Of course
I
there
love
is.
it.
No, of course there is. This is not an RPG light, dude. This is an RPG as shit. Let's get some boss coffee.
Fucking RPG-ass RPG.
That's right. Alright. Let's go ahead and take stock of what we've got here. First of all...
Well, you can't use any of it because you leveled up, so you got all your stats back.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Which is exactly what happened last time.
Fair enough. What if we get hit by this car? No, nothing. What if we get hit by this car? No,
It's
nothing.
red, so you'll just reflect off of it. It's like a magnet, you see?
Yeah, that's correct.
If you put both of the red sides of two different magnets near each other, they just kind of push away. And that's how that works.
Capitalist Punisher is really something. Stay right like that, right like that! God damn it. More backup.
A burnout bully has arrived.
Come on, man. Come on. He doesn't want to hear it. Persuasion was futile. Boom.
This battle theme is so fucking good.
It really is. I mentioned it while we were doing the initial stream, but like, man, right away, I really want the soundtrack. Because between this, between the battle theme and the music for when we were initially running around and had that like more subdued vocal track, it's real good.
And these games always have fantastic soundtracks.
Yes. There hasn't been a single bad one. I still think 3 has some of the best music, but I'm also, what would you call it? I'm biased.
I think 0 might be my favorite.
0 is
In
a lot
terms
of
of-
people's, yeah.
In terms of soundtrack, but also it's the best game, in my opinion.
Maybe. I will say that I like the older combat system, as opposed to the Kiwami system. I like the more arcadey feel to it.
I didn't really like the battle system in Kiwami 2 as much.
No, it's very, like, it looks good and it's very smooth, but it's less punchy, I guess, and way more floaty.
Yeah, and there's not as much tech to it, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
I do remember. Real messed up dudes in there.
It never came back after Majima crashed that truck into it.
The pink truck. Yeah, you know, there's only so much, like, there's only so much that you can do to bring the area back after the kind of history this town has had.
Yeah.
都でずっと塩漬けだった新警察署の建設計画も動いた。今の都知事はとにかく実行力があって人気もある。新カムロ署はその象徴みたいなもんだ。
もう俺にはどうでもいいよ、そんなもん。
カスナ、俺が今までにお前に話したことで嘘は一つもない。お前の登場会は消えた。今この町を牛耳ってるのは関西から入り込んできた近江連合だ。どうだ、 俺の話を信じるか？
No. I mean,
いい
yes.
タイムだ。俺の読みより全然早いな。
は？
お前は自分で見聞きしたことしか信じねえって男だ。俺の口からどう説明されてもな。だから結局全てを理解するまでお前は自分の足で歩き続けるしかなかった。
何でもお見通しみてえに言うんだな。いやみったらしくタイムまで測りやがって。
It was all
少なくと
according
も
to
お
his
前がここに来
Keikaku.
るのは当てたろ。
That's right.
あたちせんよ。
Also,
あんたの狙い
this is a
は何なん
point
だ
that we made before, but much like Hideo Kojima has ruined the name Kojima,
お前の組長
Adachi?
荒川真澄は
especially for someone who works with the police, is like a forever cursed name.
た
Yeah.
だ極道が警視庁に取り入れ
You
にゃ
can't get away
ま
from
ずで
thinking
か
about
い金を
Adachi
手土産
anymore.
にしたはずだ。俺はその金が警視総監の堀之内十郎にも流れたと見ている。
警視総監。
俺の狙いはその
Big
金
money
だ。
crimes.
堀之内とは因縁の中でな。
It's always big money crimes.
だが
It's
The
big
dude-
money crimes the
神奈
clock.
川県警の一免
The
許センター
dude
職員
who
が
has
警視総監を
the
突き回せる
office
わけ
in
も
the
ない。
most fancy looking building with
切り
the
崩すと
stylish
したら
suit.
荒川真澄からだ。
The dude who may or may not be working with either the cop
それ
or
で
the
おやっさんと
government
ゆかりのある
is
俺
always
に
gonna be
目
the
を
bad guy.
Yeah.
荒川真澄がどう
You
やって
gotta go to
真澄が
bigmoneycrimes.com to get big money crimes and become
それが
famous.
知りたいはずだ。
You gotta buy your followers, primes, and viewers back on the bigcrime.com.
数が
Big money
お
crimes.
前が今一番やりたいこと
Followers, primes, and big money crimes on
ずっと
bigmoneycrimes.com.
そうだったけどよ。とにかく会って話がしてえ。
だよな。荒川は今度
Yakuza 7,
近江の幹部らを連れて
bigmoneycrimes.com.
地方の親分衆と
Yep.
でかい会合を持つことになってる。
でかい会合？
This is kind of running a similar parallel to Yakuza Kiwami or Yakuza 1, as it were, wouldn't you say?
A little bit, yeah. 'Cause it's building him up in the same way.
大事な場面になる。
あんた、よくそんな情報つかめたな。
Like Ichiban is
使ったんだよ。
is
金
Kiryu.
も取られたけど。
そうかい。それで、その会合ってのはどこで？
Listen,
よくぞ聞いてくれた。
I'm sure there are people that I gotta punch. So direct me towards the punching.
Let the punching begin now.
Those guys look pretty punchable.
They do look pretty punchable. Look at that fucking mascot.
I know.
見てみろ、あの店。平安楼だ。
あの店は。
なんだ、行ったことあんのか？あそこは超高級店だ。えらい高えんだぞ。
いや、でもおやっさんは昔、約束してくれたんだ。あそこで北京ダック食おうって。
3 years
荒
ago,
川のおやっ
a
さんが
giant helicopter piloted by a talking Peking duck in a cool suit crashed into that fucking thing. It was nuts.
That's right.
きっと
You've been away for a long time.
いや、きっと。
An explosion went off from the top of the restaurant, and it rained golden Peking
地
duck
方の
all
親
over
分
the
衆を迎え
place.
て飯を食うんだ。ここらで高級店は少ねえ。場所がたまたまここなのはあくまで偶然だ。
とにかく俺は行くぜ。あそこに行きゃおやっさんに会えるん
This
だ。
is like pure denial.
待てって。
It's kind of
夜にな
ridiculous.
ってからだ。おまけにお前、登場界の残党だって近江に面が割れてんだろ。とっ捕まったら荒川に会うどころじゃねえぞ。だいたい正面突破で行くとかバカだろ。ちゃんと店に潜り込む
There's
さ。
Only idiots bust through the front door unless they have a plan to bust through the front door.
There's only so much they can do as long as I can mash the E button.
お前だって少しは
That's
準
right.
備ってもんがいるだろ。
You see that time I did like 43 damage to that one dude in one punch?
あとこいつ
These guys aren't gonna be
Yeah.
much of a problem, I promise you.
なんだこりゃ。
スマホだよ。
It's a smartphone.
I hate it.
どうやって使うんだよ、これ。
How do I do
普
it?
通の携帯より難しいんじゃねえのか？
Where are all the buttons?
習うより慣れろだ。とりあえず俺からの電話に出られりゃそれでいい。
わかった。
I hate this devil machine. You can now select smartphone from the pause menu. This will allow you to check your mail, take pictures, and call a taxi. More functions will be added as you progress through the story.
よし、じゃあいいな。夜になったら劇場前広場のここに来い。くれぐれも目立つ真似はすんなよ。
Now, it's just about time for us to go, and we need to do one thing before that happens.
Yeah?
We need to get through these cutscenes, and we need to eat these 19-year-old sandwiches. So let's go ahead and do that now. Much like wine, they get better with age.
No, you need to drink the boss coffee. I knew you were gonna do that.
Yeah. Wait, no,
That is
hold on.
all.
Hold on, there's one more.
Yep,
No, yeah, now, okay. We're good. We're done.
we're good.
We're gonna
we
save.
did it.
Chapter 2, done, clear.
Clear!
Clear!
You're
Yo,
not
this
gonna rotate those saves?
fucking no.